Hey everyone, and welcome back to this channel. So school is just around the corner for most of you, and you feel that bit of excitement, the nerves and everything that comes with starting school again. And some of you have probably started school already if you live in a different region than I do in northern Sweden. However, I know some of you start in September, so I figured I could upload this video now. I know that it isn't the best feeling to know that you're starting school after a long summer break, but trust me, I've been there and I've done so much research and I've read so many books on how to actually remove that feeling and make school not just enjoyable but effective, and in a way that you can find results and get results in the best way possible. So in today's video I have some tips to help you get up and go to school with confidence and being able to hit all the marks within just the first week. After trying these methods, you will, just after a few lessons, find yourself in a much better position than when you were back in March or April studying for the finals. So stick around, and the two last tips are really the reason why you are in this video. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's get into the best back to school tips for you to ace every exam, get the most time to spend with friends and family, and get that stress out of your system. Alright, first thing first is organization. Now, I know that's not probably the most glamorous topic, and myself, I have been so terrible at organizing that it's almost impressive how badly organized I was just a few years ago. But this is actually a crucial point, and even though you may feel that you are just floating by and everything feels fine, when you start getting organized for real, you will never go back and you will be stressed as soon as just something is off. Because the key to avoiding stress is all about planning and being proactive with what you do. If you start working on something and organizing and knowing everything around it, you will not feel stressed. That's just the way our minds work. We feel stressed and we get anxiety as soon as we feel that we can't have control over things. But if we start organizing, we feel that we are in control a lot more. So first thing first, to start organizing is to get a good calendar or a note-taking app or anything like that. I would recommend that you just get a Google Calendar, maybe Notion or Notability for calendar sakes, and then note-taking sake. Or if you feel that you're not an app person, just use like the Notes app on your iPhone or your Mac or anything like that. It doesn't really matter as long as you have something digital where you can write it on. Now, in your calendar, start by adding the blocks where you will have classes. So if you have your schedule, add that so you know exactly when you will be at school and when you will do extracurricular activities and everything like that. So it's all structured in one place. Because trust me, setting this up, the first thing you do, will help you so much more than the dread of actually doing it. It's such a simple way to remove like 50% of the stress that you have. And this is not only me speaking, but I have so many followers and mentees and everything like that I help regarding this. And as soon as they actually get their schedule down on class, that's the only thing they need. Next up, let's talk about goals. And not just a goal saying, I want to be a millionaire someday. But we need to set smart goals. By smart, I mean specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and then time-bound. So instead of saying, I want to do well in math, say, I want to increase my math performance by 10% each test. Or let's say, by this exam that I have, 19th of September, I want to achieve a score above 90, something like that. And then from those goals, you work yourself backwards and say, how will I get that 90 before that date that I have? You try to find ways how much you should study, you allocate that in your calendar so everything is structured and you know how much you will study. And when this is done, you will have a clear plan. So start with a goal and then work your way backwards by watching my videos on how to study effectively in that sense. But don't just set goals for your academics. Set personal goals and other goals that might affect your studies, but they are not actually in school. It could be, I want to run 5 kilometers under 25 minutes. It could be something like that. And as long as they make you a person that you want to become, they're worth noting down, definitely. Now, before I continue, I want to share something special with you guys, especially for those of you that are prepping for the SATs. Now, I know this isn't really a back to school segment, but it's such a crucial part in getting into your favorite school that it needs to be mentioned as well. I have recently come across and started collaborating with a tool called Acely, and it's been such a game changer for me. Now, as you probably know, I am on a sabbatical and I am studying for the SAT. I got quite good, but I could definitely get a better grade to get into my actual dream school, which is Columbia. And Acely is an AI-powered prep platform that's designed to make your studying much, much more effective. What I love about Acely is that it creates a customized study plan for you to ace the exam. It also analyzes your strengths and weaknesses so you know what you should study on and what not. And this is one of the biggest problems I see with students, is that they study things they already knew while they are procrastinating with things they don't know, which is probably the most ineffective way to spend your time. And they also have over 4,000 practice questions for the SAT. So you will get plenty of practice and be fully prepared for the SAT while you take it. Acely's performance dashboard is super helpful. It shows exactly where you need to improve, so you are 100% sure that you are improving the areas where you can't study or where you can't learn the material. And the best part for me is that it's up to date with the new SAT format, because sometimes you have this old dusty book in your school library about the SAT or something like that. But that was 20 years ago. The SAT isn't the same as it were back then. And the competition, the questions, they weren't the same. You should do something that is up to date and also tries to predict what the SAT will be in the future. If you're looking to boost your SAT and get into your dream school, you should try Acely for free and use the link in my bio. Trust me, it's the safest tool you want in your corner. Alright, let's get back to it. So balancing school, work and personal life can be really tough. But it's very important that you actually put time and energy in having that balance. Yeah, being at balance basically. Make sure that you're setting time aside for those important moments, like being with your friends, being with your family and loved ones. You should always have time for that, and that's why you should learn to study more effectively by watching my other videos. Because your mental health is so much more important than your grades. And with a good mental health, your grades will boost. I promise you that. So please don't be stressed and instead take time to actually nurture your mind. Remember that balance is actually key to success in general. Before we wrap up, just remember, school isn't just about the grades. Now that I finished school, I was so focused on grades, but instead the thing that I cared about most was being with friends, and the thing that I missed was being with friends. So yeah, be with your friends, socialize, just take time and don't be too hard on yourself. Everything will sort itself out. And everyone has their own pace. Just because you feel that you aren't in the right place while some other person is in the right spot, that doesn't mean that they are better than you. It's just that they live a different life, and you will be in the right place when your time is right. you've got this and I'm cheering you on. So please make the most of this school year, both from a mental health perspective and an enjoyment perspective, and don't be too hard on yourself. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch the videos where I actually talk about study techniques. And yeah, let's get back to studying. I see you in the next video.